I'm seeing you, Lene. Okay, are you guys seeing me? Okay.
Yep.
So if you can, Lene, if you can unpin yourself, because I see only you.
I am not pinned.
Okay, I got it.
You got it. Okay, cool. And we're recording officially, just so we didn't forget, and I will continue to take care of the side over here.
Well, hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome. And I've been tuning into what Lene is telling me. People are here from Australia, from Canada, from Arizona. I know, Susie, you're in the house. So I'm so glad to see so many familiar faces, so many new faces. Thank you so much. And welcome. Welcome to this 3-day retreat. I want you to, if you can, go ahead and in the view section, see if you can put yourself in the gallery mode so you can look across the screen and look at all the people, wonderful people who are here. Like Lene said, we have close to 400 registrations. And more people might come in later on. So just look across the screen and find a connection. Even though we are from all over the world, I think energetically there are no limitations. So we can connect with other women who are on the same path. There might be some men here as well. So see if you can lock eyes with someone, give a smile or a nod, and feel this collective field of connection, compassion, confidentiality, no judgment zone. And just, I want you to know that we're all connected and that you're held in this container and that you're safe here. You can just relax. As I was thinking about this class today, I thought, wow, I had no idea not too long ago that I would be standing before so many people and sharing my story of how I overcame all of my kind of chronic illness diagnosis that I was given. Today, I get out of bed pain-free. I don't feel like I have to like pull apart my arms or legs or take a hot shower to get moving, or I'm not kind of down on myself because I don't even know what, the next symptom or when the next diagnosis is going to come. So I was married for 7 years. During that time, this is when I learned so many of the diseases that I didn't even know existed. I experienced sinus headache to the extent that I was rushed to the emergency. I was diagnosed with carpal tunnel, rheumatoid arthritis, restless leg syndrome, and all kinds of things. My life was not my own. I had no idea what was happening. I was married to someone I should not have been married to. And it took me 7 years to figure out this should not have happened. And I was married to someone with a narcissistic personality disorder. And I remember clearly, I was sitting in my 5,000 square foot home at that time in front of a bookshelf. I was sitting on the floor going through my books, and all of a sudden, this eerie feeling came upon me. It was literally like a light bulb in my head. I looked around and I thought, where am I? This is not my home. This is not my life. How did I get here? I don't belong here. And that really, it stirred the pain and the memory of who I was, something I had forgotten in those 7 years that I was trying to figure this thing out, trying to figure this marriage out. That clear moment is when I knew that this is not my life. I'm not supposed to be here. There's something terribly, terribly wrong here. This is a terrible mistake. And I left that situation, and I don't have carpal tunnel. I don't have any symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis. I don't have restless leg syndrome. And I also got frozen shoulder. I'm just giving you some of the diagnoses. There were more. But I know what it took when I decided to leave the situation that was causing so much stress. It cleared my mental space to be able to pay attention to my life, my health, and take care of myself. That kind of started the whole healing process. I did a lot of work myself because I am in the field of health and healing, but I also reached out to so many mentors and teachers. So I healed not just on the physical level, mental, emotional, the whole traumas and past lives and whatnot. I went all the way to the very end, and I have gone all the way to the deep end as much as I know there's a deep end. So that's why I stand before you. I really feel privileged that I get to be here and I get to share my story with you, because if I can do it, so can you. So I connect with all of you who are struggling with so much of the physical ailments that you don't really need to struggle with, and just give you the message that you can heal from anything. I believe that, I'm convinced of that, and I'm committed to helping you get there. So if you were to, from this story, what the inspiration that comes to you, what comfort that you receive, pop a yes in the comment if that kind of stirs you or moves you, and it gives you some motivation to get to the front side of your illness. You can pop that in the comments, and I'm going to go ahead and share a screen here with you.
We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
How
Thank you
much
for
did you miss?
I think the initial part when you introduced the slides.
Okay, so if you
And
can
then-
mute yourself, Indra, I got it. Okay. So yeah, the slides are, I'm just talking about the 3 days. The 3 days, we're going to be talking about autoimmune today. Tomorrow is going to be anxiety and depression. And the next day is going to be about relationships. So the good news is you can heal from anything. And that's the only news that I want you to hear. Okay. But it's important to understand where we are in the state of our health and where we are overall globally. It's not a mystery or a secret that the health crisis is really rising in the US and in Canada. Is becoming an epidemic. So I gave you some statistics here, 52%, 48% in Canada. It's half of the world is sick. You coming here are an indication of you taking a stand for your health, and one person heals is how we change the world. So you being here is really significant, and this is how you get to make a difference. So what I'm sharing here with you today, you guys have your workbook. I'll be sharing here in this format. You don't need to worry about that right now. I'll tell you when you need to look at the workbook. So how did we get here? How do we get so sick? How do we get so ill in the body, mind, and the heart? Environment is a number one cause. well, not number one, is one of the important causes is the pollution and the chemicalization of our environment, of our food that we all take in. And the modern age, we are filled with information, but we have no guidance. So we have accumulated knowledge without knowing how to use it. We cannot use Google's information because one size when it comes to creating our health does not fit all. Third thing is we have become really accustomed to hacks and quick fixes. Just give me a tip for reducing anxiety. Give me a little tip that I can use. So what that does is it may give you a short-term little relief, but it fragments you. It fragments your mental body from your physical body and makes you feel like you're separate, that your physical body is separate from your mental and emotional body, when we know that that is not the case. Another really important reason is we have forgotten how it feels to be healthy and well. We have no inner reference. We have normalized disease. Everyone we meet, they have 1 or 2 diagnoses and they are on some kind of a subscription medication. Everyone is overwhelmed and anxious. So we think that this is normal, but I'm here to tell you, this is not normal. This is not normal. Nothing is more important in this life than our health. We all know someone who has all the riches and the convenience of the world, but because of the illness, they're not able to enjoy all the riches, all the opportunities, everything that they have been given. Pop a yes in the comments if you know at least one person. Well, you guys are struggling. You are in that boat because you are in this class. Who else do you know? Pop a yes, how many people you know who are struggling with their health, and then it's coming in the way of them living their life. So remember that health is your true wealth. Without health, life has no meaning. Why are you here, right? Why is it important for us to be physically well? Remember the hidden cost of staying sick. What is it costing you to stay in your predicament? What's coming in your life? So when I work with people, 80% of my clients struggle with chronic illnesses of the mind and the body. And the most important, the saddest thing that they share with me is that they're not able to go for long walks, that they're not able to travel. They really wanted to, write a book. They're not able to do that. They really want to enjoy their relationships. They're not able to do that. They had so many aspirations, but they are not able to do it because they are so sick. So go back to the time when you were like 10, 15, or even 20 years old, when the sickness was nowhere in your mind. You were not ill. Who were you then? Suppose you come back to that person who had not a care in the world, the body was functioning well, and you were free of the illnesses. All the money that we spent on staying healthy in the doctor's or the therapist office, all the time we spent, and all of our energy that we spent, that's going to be spared. When that is spared for you to live the life you want, what will you do with all of that energy? So what is your vision? So why do we want to get healthy? We want to get healthy because we want to, so we can forget about it and go on with our life. What is that life that you want to go on with? What is your vision? So I want you to hold your vision bigger than your challenges. Make your vision bigger than your physical illnesses or your challenges. Hold that. Okay. Believing in ourselves is a huge deal, because when we believe in ourselves, we believe in our own ability to heal. We believe in the body's ability to heal. The vision that we are holding is not only possible, it is probable. It's yours to have, but you have to believe it. So the truth is, and it's a sad truth, it's maybe a sad truth, but it is the truth. If we continue to live the way that we are living, without thinking, without being conscious, we are going to get sick, because the world is pulling us into all the external distractions, into the external noises, into the advice that everybody thinks is their best advice. You know, everybody has a different things for you to do for your health. It's all fragmented approach. If we continue to follow that external reference, we're going to get sick. In order for us to get well, we have to create our health consciously. If you agree, pop a yes in the comment. If you're willing to be intentional and conscious about creating your health, if you're ready to stop hurting, go ahead and pop a yes in the comments. So this process of believing is a big deal. So as I was, preparing these slides, and I just happened to create this, it says DCPC, if you want to remember that. You have to make a decision. So I made a decision when I was sitting in my 5,000 square foot home that, what is this? This is not my life. What happened to me? Where am I? So I made that decision, right? Then I was committed. Then the next thing, you have to make a commitment to follow that decision through. I made a commitment. My health was important to me, and I stopped at nothing in making sure that I was disease-free. In order to keep that commitment, you have to participate. You have to engage. So we are accustomed to living in a world where the medicine we're given is not participatory. It's like, here's the diagnosis, here's the medication, here's the subscription, here's the surgery, and this is what you can do. That's not your participation. You have no idea what's in that medication. You have no idea of the side effects. You have no idea how the doctor came to that conclusion. So while you just are pretty much taking that pill without participating in your own health. So we have to participate in our own health, because it's your health, it's your responsibility. Compassion. Compassion is not something that is practiced in modern medicine. This is what I mean by that. How many times do you go to the doctor, you tell him all kinds of symptoms, or her all kinds of your symptoms, and you've been told either it's in your head, or they just simply ignore what you're complaining about and they give you the pill anyways. There's no compassion there. So I want you to have the compassion. What I mean by that is anything you notice in your body, anything you notice, how you feel, how you think, any other intuition that you get about yourself, listen to it. Don't ignore it. Don't neglect it. You may not know what it means, but you have to be present to what shows up for you, because it has information there for you that you're going to use. So be compassionate with yourself. You don't have to understand everything, but you have to be compassionate, saying, no, it's not just in my head. If you're experiencing it, it's real for you. So, time after time, those people who come and work with me, they have made the decision. They have made the decision to participate in their health. They have decided, they believe they can, and they come and they do the work. There are also many, 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 many people who need the help, but they won't get it and they won't heal. So, and I, rack my brain thinking, why are people not reaching out for help? Sometimes we think, like, is it money? Is it time? Is it the lack of understanding? I tend to go really deep. Underneath all of that is none of the above. These are just ego's way to give you some stories, but it's not the real cause. The real reason why people don't heal, they don't feel worthy enough to heal. Remember that the worthlessness has been coded into us from birth, every single human being on this planet. It is something that we have to work to gain our worthiness. It's something that's a process of believing. We have to believe that we're worthy enough to heal. The question is not, who am I to heal and live my life to the fullest potential? The question is, who are you not? You are the person who is here, given this beautiful gift of a life. You are worthy enough to live this human life. You are worthy enough to heal. You come here to heal. We don't come here healed. The human experience is so you can heal and then unite with that what you have become separated from. So I want you to remember that. Claim your worthiness if you want to heal. You are good enough. Actually, I want to say worthy enough to heal. The good enough thing that we use to our disadvantage. This is how the psyche works. We think that it's good enough. Like, you know what, I'll take a prescription medication. My sister takes it. My mother takes it. It runs in our family. Our neighbors take it. Well, I'm 50 years old. I'm still in good health considering how everybody else around me is sick. We settle for good enough. Eventually, we just become not even good enough. We just give up. Ask what's possible. Be curious as to what's possible. Be done with good enough. Good enough is not good enough. So are you with me so far? Very good. So where is the problem here? We're living in these times where everything is available. We have so much information. We think everybody knows everything. And why are we still stuck? Here are two most important things that I want you to remember. Information is not a transformation. Just because you know everything doesn't mean you're going to experience it in your being. That's a process of transformation. That's where the healing work is. That's the work that I do. That's where I have created a program to create a system for you to move from information to transformation. It's the same thing, knowing versus doing. I know everything. I can Google it, and you can. There's tons of information, but are you doing it? So I always tell the people that work with me is, it's not about knowing everything. You're not going to know everything. It's about taking a handful of things that you know to your core that work with you and put them in practice. So why we are not able to do that, the knowing versus doing, the difference is our subconscious. 90% of our life is run subconsciously. We're not aware of it. If we're not aware of it, we can't change it. So in the process of healing and transformation and applying the knowledge, less is more. You will notice that even in my slides here, I'm giving you very succinct line or two line because you don't need any more than that. Okay, so less is more. Healing is a process. Healing is about transforming. Healing is about connecting to who you are. It's a process. It's not, we cannot heal with our head. We can do a project maybe with our head. We cannot heal with our mind alone. We don't heal in isolation. I love that because what difference does it make? So now there's, out of the 400 who have registered, there's 54 people who are here. Doesn't it feel good to know that you are not alone? Doesn't it give you the inspiration and motivation? It validates your presence here. And that adds, that's a catalyst that provides a container for you to begin the healing process, because we don't heal, locked up in a room somewhere. Even if you read a book, even if you work with somebody, when you're in the community of people, we need community. We need people around us. The program that I have created individual sessions. I have created group coaching sessions. I've created somatic healing sessions. There's nothing that I have missed because I really want to take you to the other side. And towards the end of the class, I'm going to show you an easy next step that you can take to see if you qualify for the program. As I'm doing this, a story comes to my mind. This woman who came to see me, she told me that this is how she described the condition. She said, it's like my head is floating in space. It does not know where to land. So she said that, like, I don't know where the body is. My body has totally, it had abandoned me. My body has failed me. I can't find my body. I can't connect to my body, and my head is floating in space. I had never heard this before, but here was the cause of it. The trauma that she had experienced, they were in the body. She left the body because she doesn't want to experience the trauma, she doesn't want to experience the trauma again. So she left her body. So she literally was living in her head trying to figure out like the spatial orientation as to where's my body, where am I? So this is the effect of that trauma. This is the deeper healing work of connecting with the body. And this is part and parcel of my program. We can't just heal, wishy-washy. Like I said, fragmented information, a little quick fix here, a little hack there. What we need is a system of health creation and disease prevention. We need a system of understanding and healing the root cause. We need to create a system, develop a system of how to take an internal inner reference. We need a system of creating healthy lifestyle. It's not the 5 things you read in a magazine or in a blog post. It's individualized. So in my program, I'm an Ayurvedic doctor. I have written 2 books. My first book talks about healing your relationship with food. The second book is 6 Steps to Emotional Freedom. My forte is getting really to the root, the very root of the disease, because without it, we're just shooting in the dark. We're wasting time. So I've created a program which it takes you from the very surface, the physical body, all the way to the non-physical. So you go along your journey and come on the other end, reunited, reconnected with the truth of who you are. At the soul level, there's no disease, there's no trauma. It's absolute, it's fully, it's light. No, nothing can touch it, nobody can harm it. But the life creates so many layers on top of it that we cannot see who we are. Then we run to the external to figure out who we are. If somebody gives us a little piece of information, we look here, we look there, we grab this and we do this, and we're still struggling and we get nowhere. It doesn't work like that. We need a system. And that's the system that I've created in my program. And I'll be sharing with you the easy next step that you can take to see if you qualify for the program. So let's talk about the root cause. This is what this retreat is. I wanted you to start thinking about the root cause. When we think about the root cause, sometimes we think that it's just one thing. It's just one thing that we can just get to and we can heal that. So consider the roots of a tree. They can run sometimes miles long, and the roots can become really, really complex. So the root cause is multifaceted, multi-layered, and is complex. So what is your root cause? It's whatever is in the level of your awareness, because that's where we will work. I can sit here and tell you, hey, the root cause of disease is 100% energy. It is true. But I'm not going to I work with each client individually, because it's whatever rises to the level of their awareness that we can begin to do the work until we come to the second block, and then we work there. It's a process. So whatever is in your level of awareness as to where your physical symptoms are coming from, that's where we work. To develop higher level of consciousness, it's a process, it's exercises, it's tools, it's higher learning that we get to step by step. So many times, for some people, it's just diet and lifestyle, and it is. I had a client, she reached out to me in her 70s. She was asthmatic her entire life. Any little bit of stress would trigger her to the emergency. And when we looked at her diet, she was she didn't even know she was actually creating a lot of the asthmatic condition that she was under and how she was living. So when she changed her diet and she thought, well, I can't move, I can't do yoga. I'm like, it's not yoga, I'll teach you how to move. She was able to move, she changed her diet. And you know what happened after working with me? She told me that the building that she lives in, they had a false fire alarm. In the past, when that happened, it sent her off into the emergency because she couldn't breathe. She said, well, this time it happened. Meena, let's guess what happened? I didn't go to the emergency. I didn't get triggered. I was able to breathe. I was fine. So that was the root cause. That's all she wanted to do. And she already started to feel better. Now I just shared with you the story of the lady who came to me. She said, I don't know where to place my head. My body, I can't figure my body out. I'm not connected to my body. For her, the root cause was a deep, deep trauma because that's what was rising to the level of her awareness, and we healed that. What happens with the life and diet and lifestyle advice that we do the things until our poor habits come in the way? How many of you know how to do all the right things, the eating right and the living right, yet you are not able to do it? Papa yes in the comment if that's you. That you know all the good things. It's not like the information isn't there, but you're still not doing it. So Papa yes in the comment if that resonates with you, if that is you. So then we are confronted with our poor habits. Where are the poor habits? Oh, it's because my beliefs. What we forget that the poor habits are there from the subconscious to reinforce our beliefs. So what are my beliefs? Mindset. Let me go ahead and do the mindset work and the changing my beliefs work. So many people are at that root cause. They're like, I'm going to change my belief. I'm going to change my belief. Remember, I just showed you that even changing the belief is a process. I can't just tell you to change your belief. It's not giving it lip service. It's actually experiencing it in your psyche. It's the vibration of believing in it. So that's a process. It's not just because it's a good belief, I'm going to have it. It doesn't work like that. So when we come to the, changing the beliefs, we realize, well, how the heck did I have do I have these beliefs and patterns that I'm repeating? It's because they are created by the circumstances or by your experiences or by the trauma or by the programming and conditioning by your tribe, by your community, by society, that we have to go to that level and heal that. Even when we go to that level and heal that, there's another place comes. It's like, why me? How is this happening? How do then we go back into the past life because it's all energy and karma, and that's the root. You see how long the root is? But you don't have to get to the very root, the ultimate root in one one shot deal. You give yourself permission to allow, you participate, you be compassionate, and you give yourself permission to go through the process because you are worthy to heal. You are good enough to heal. And what was the other good news that I wanted you to remember? You can heal from anything. I'm a living example of it. If I had not made that decision, if I had not participated in my own health, I'm telling you, I would be bedridden today and not standing in front of you, speaking and encouraging and motivating you with the hopes that you will follow the same journey that I did. And I get to take you to the front side of your illness, and then you heal. Then maybe someday you stand in front of 50 people, 400 people, and encourage them to do it. That's how we change the world. I mentioned in the beginning, 50% of the world is sick, and I think that I am generous. And that number is skyrocketing every day. We need a system, people. We cannot close our eyes and pretend that this is not a problem. This is a big problem. We have to wake up. Are you with me so far? Go ahead and pop a yes in the comment. Take a deep breath. I'm throwing a lot at you. Take a deep breath, land here, brace yourself. Take your hands to your shoulders, shove the shoulders forward, and just take a deep breath. Give yourself a warm, loving hug. Perfect. So we are talking about now today the autoimmune disease. this part of the chronic conditions. 80% of the illness is chronic condition, and all of the acute conditions are chronic conditions that we neglect. Unfortunately, all chronic conditions in the medical world are treated as if they are acute conditions when they could easily be cured and prevented with healing the root cause being anywhere from your diet, lifestyle, all the way to healing the past trauma and the past lives. That's a fact. And like I said before, disease is 100% energetic. Our energy gets sick before our body does. And let me explain what that means. Okay, so what's energy? We hear this word a lot in today's world. Everything is energy and everything is. So I want you to think about, like, you can see my hand. I can touch my hand, I can see it, I can show it to you. So this is the physical body, okay? But our thoughts and our beliefs, nobody can see them, but you can feel them. Your emotions, your experiences, the body's own innate intelligence, the energy body, the chakras, which most of us are familiar with, and the subconscious. So all of this is energy. So we are physical body and the non-physical, all the non-physical part of us that we cannot show, but we can feel is energy for the sake of this discussion. So I'm going to call all of that energy. So when you tune into your physical body, so I talked about the subconscious mind. What is the subconscious mind? In the course of a day, we have myriad of experiences. Most of the experiences we don't know what to do with because we are too busy doing life. So those experiences, the psyche does not know what to do with them. They go in a subconscious. I call that a subconscious garbage bin, implying that from time to time, we have to empty it out. So pop a yes in the comment if that lit something inside of you. We have to empty out the subconscious garbage bin frequently, because it doesn't matter how conscious you are, how enlightened you are, we continuously have to do that. I've been in this field for combined 35 years and I still do it. It's easier and easier. It's like become part of life. But I have to have practices to empty out what I store, the experiences that I don't have time in the course of a day to go through. Sleep will cure some of it, but we have mountains and mountains and mountains of energy that's waiting, that's stuck, that's waiting to be released. And that's what is coming in the way of us healing in the form of our thoughts, feelings, our habits, our patterns that we continuously repeat. Okay, so where is all this subconscious? Like you think it's just in the head? No, it's in your body. Body keeps the score. Anytime when we feel something, there is an energetic impulse in the nervous system that is impulsing, that every time you feel that, that impulse is continuously hitting the physical body. If we continue to subject the body to that, it disturbs our vital force. That disturbance, that imbalances then show up somewhere in the body, in the physical body as symptom. And we think, oh my God, all of a sudden I got sick. No, all of a sudden you did not get sick. There's disease in the making. Everything we do not heal and think that if I close my eyes, it's just going to go away. No one is going to find out about it. It's disease in the making. Every anger, every grudge, every past trauma, all the heartache you have not healed is disease in the making. All the, of course, you know, and how do we cope with the traumas? By eating junk food, by substances. We need my vibes. I need some comforting, for God's sake. Life is so bitter. I need something sweet. So food is that companion. It's like, I'm hurting, give me something. So then we end up into this bad habits of diet and lifestyle. Then we just kind of go into a whole new path and we lose who we are. We lose ourselves. So the physical body, our temple physical body, is the terrain of the subconscious bin, subconscious mind. We keep dumping it on the body. It's not just a memory, it is in the body. It's our energy gets sick before our body does. We have negative thoughts, negative emotions, negative experiences. That's what gets sick. The negativity is what makes us sick before the body gets sick. So the root of disease is 100% energetic, okay? So 3 things that I want you to know. You may want to look at your workbook that I shared with you at this point. So 3 things, I'm pointing out 3 things that I want you to know for sure. So your body is very intelligent, okay? Number 1, body remembers, it holds and remembers everything. So I think some of the examples that I gave is like I've seen it in my yoga classes, is when I had a live studio, used to teach a lot of yoga therapy. People are doing yoga and they remember, oh my God, I know why the hip hurts, why I can't go down, why I can't do this. My hip hurts because 20 years ago I had an injury. Go figure. And in the mind, she had forgotten about the injury until she went into the body. The body said, oh, there's the injury because thank you. I held it here for you to see. I'm waiting for you to pay attention to it and heal it, for God's sakes. What took you so long? Body is forgiving, it's waiting for you. So remember that time, remember where in your body it reminds you that there's a past injury. Many times when you run into somebody who may have hurt you in the past, all of a sudden you get a physical reaction. They haven't said a word. You are in the presence of their energy, but your body, all of a sudden, there's a heartbeat. Maybe your shoulder begins to hurt. Wherever it landed, your body is telling you you're not in a safe space. So the body remembers that trauma or that occurrence with that individual that you just got accidentally confronted with. Okay. Our body is always trying to balance. In the medical field, we call it homeostasis. The body is always trying to balance. Okay. It does as much as it can. Like when you are tired and if you won't pay attention, the body just gets sick. It's like, well, you know what, too bad. You're going to be in bed because you freaking won't rest. Nervous breakdown is the body's coping mechanism to say, okay, I want to keep you alive. I want to keep you in a state of homeostasis. So there you go, sit in the hospital because otherwise you're not paying attention. You see how the body is constantly trying to help you like a parent? And many times when we suppress our inner conflicts, we wake up in the night with nightmares. And when we go to the doctor and say we have nightmares, he just ups the doses of your anxiety or your depression medication. Having a nightmare is a way for your nervous system to release the stress that it just can't handle anymore. So having a nightmare actually will then you'll go back to sleep because some of the pressure has been lifted. I mean, we don't want to cure the inner conflict by having nightmares, but I'm just trying to tell you that the body is trying to help you as much as it can. Pop a yes in the comment if you are resonating with it, if this is making sense to you. So 3 things, your body remembers, people. Your body, trauma is not just a memory, it's in the body, your body remembers. Your body is always trying to talk to you. Can you listen? Your body is always trying to balance. Many times, I have diarrhea because they have heat in the body. Diarrhea is a way for the body to get rid of the built-in inflammation. You see what a beautiful system it is? I mean, we don't want that, but this is what happens. So pop a yes in the comment if you resonate with it, if that rings a bell for you, if that rings true for you. We are now ready to do some exercises. So go ahead and take a minute. We're going to spend a couple of minutes here. Take a minute, close your eyes. Just don't worry about looking at the screen. You don't need to see anything. Take a minute, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Get settled in your body. So think of it like you are scanning the body because you are curious as to what it is telling you. Start with your feet. Let the feet become heavy on the floor. Just notice how you feel in the feet. Move to your calves, knees, thighs, front and back, your hips. Lean into the back, shoulders, relax the shoulders. Scan the front of your body, your belly, ribs, and your chest, your head. Take a moment. You can write down, if you like, in your notebook, what did you find out? Scan your body. Is your body telling you something? Is there any part of the body that was communicating to you? That because we normalize it, we're like our little aches and pains, it's just part of life. But it may be, but there still is trying to communicate to you. Write down what it is that is trying to communicate to you. Okay. So the second one is going to be, it's actually a very powerful exercise. I have, one of my clients, Susie, is here. She's done this, so she knows how powerful this is. But so I'm going to be very gentle with it. All I want you to do is just stand up from your seat, please. Stand up from your seat, go create a space, go step into a space. It's okay if you don't see me as long as you can hear me. Create a space around you that is maybe at least to have, 3 feet around you that is open. So as you're standing in this space, just take a minute, root your feet into the ground, and with the top of the head, imagine you're being pulled up. So this is your verticality, that's your sovereignty. You take up the vertical space. Now use your arms, move your arms up and down, and just open them however you want to open them at whatever degree. Relax them halfway so you take up some horizontal space. Feel your body. Anything you notice in the back of the body, back of the legs, back of the head, in the back. Just a quick scanning. I am going to take you now. Now go back in your memory bank. Last month. We're only going to go that far because this exercise is very powerful. Say 4 weeks ago, or in between that 4 weeks, pick a time that you want to pick. It doesn't matter. Now look behind you and create a visual, like a circle with your hands. Make a circle. Look in the back, make a circle so you kind of know with your eyes that that's a circle. It's an imaginary circle. Now I want you to go step into the circle. Think of that circle as that time 4 weeks ago, or any time, 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, up to 4 weeks ago. You're in that circle. So you're going backwards. You went back. Close your eyes. And I want you to just go ahead and relive that time. Don't worry about how is it going to show up. It'll show up. Walk around. You're in the past. You're living in the past. You're totally living in the past. Obviously, your psyche is going to present you the difficult part of that 4-week period. It may be just yesterday, doesn't matter. It just, our psyche is built to do that so we can heal. So whatever negative, heavy, difficult challenges come your way, you're just going to be feeling this in this circle. So go ahead and walk around, tune into your energy, tune into what your body is telling you. What's happening to the body? What's happening to your breath? What's happening to your heartbeat? What's happening to your energy? What's happening to the facial expression? Heavy, light, dreary, whatever it is. We don't have long enough time, but hopefully you can get a little taste of it. Go ahead and you can stop. And now slowly step forward into that previous circle. And you can go ahead and have a seat. So because we have now 51 people and we're kind of running close to time. So in this exercise, you see how your body remembered whatever the negative thing was in the 4 weeks ago. Your body remembered and it gave you a clue by maybe feeling heavy, but maybe the stomach is in knots, maybe your heart is beating faster, maybe your just energy became low, you became heavy. It's your body that is telling you because you went there, you went in the past in your body, you asked your body, please show me what happened. Because you asked the question, it said, gladly, here it is. So note that down. And we'll have time for Q&A in about a few minutes, so you can hold that. Number 3, I want you to ask is, whatever chronic illness or physical symptom or diagnosis that you're struggling with, what do you truly know, quote unquote, know about this condition? What more do you know than the doctors know about this condition? Where is it coming from? Why? How come? All that good stuff. Just jot it down in your notebooks. Keep that and we'll have time for Q&A. So now here's my, like I said, that I'm going to talk to you about what do you do with this information? What is your next easy step? Your next easy step is for you to schedule a healing breakthrough session with me. So this is my gift to you for attending, for giving me the opportunity to speak, share my story and share what I know with you. It's my gift to you. It's a 30-minute call. In this time, we are going to dive into what is your biggest challenge and plan out a mini action plan for you and an opportunity for you to join my big program, and we will determine if you qualify for the program. The program, because it has so much individual sessions built up, I have limited spots. We have 400 people signed up. So if you are committed to changing your health, at least a level 8 and more from a scale of 1 to 10, this invitation to schedule a breakthrough session with me is for you. If you're not yet ready, you can wait until you are, but this, because I can only take so many, I want you to be committed when you come in, and then we can decide if you qualify for the program. You will have a link and also a QR code in your workbook that you can easily go ahead and schedule. I have cleared up my schedule during the time of the retreat so people can get into the session, so you will see the openings. Lene here may also pop the link in the comments for you if you want to click and go there directly at this time. And she's done. So that is your next easy step, okay? And I want you to, there's a homework for you today. All of you, I hope that you have joined the Women Breaking Free Facebook group. In that, I have made a post. It says your homework, your day 1 homework. What is your biggest breakthrough and how it is significant in you creating your health in 2024? Below that post, you can go ahead and put your comment with the hashtag CTA1. CTA stands for Call to Action. That's your homework. I want you to participate. I don't want you to be just passive listeners and just gather more information. I'm inviting you into the field, into the arena to participate. So go to the Women Facing group, look at the prompt and make a post. If you don't even see my prompt, just make a post or a video saying, this is my breakthrough for day 1 homework, and this is how it's going to help me in gaining my best health in 2024. So go ahead and do that. I'm going to be giving away prizes. In order to win the prizes, there are 2 requirements: that you do the homework every single day and that you show up live. So I have some really juicy event prizes and bonuses for you at the end. And yeah, so you know your next easy step. You get to crystallize the teaching in this hour to see what is your biggest breakthrough. And how are you going to use that information? How is it significant for you? This is really you bringing it home. And I want you to attend live and engage in the homework, because those who engage, those who participate, those who make the decision are the ones who are going to get to the other side of it. The rest of us, we're going to stay in that 50% world is sick. So do you want to be in the 50% of the world that is sick, or are you going to be in the 50% of the world that is healing? I tell you, I'm encouraging you to be in the healing people, because the 50% who are sick, they need you to not be sick so you can inspire them. Okay? So, at this point, I am going to stop the share. Why am I committed and hold a conviction is because I see miracles happen in my practice day in, day out. I've had miracles happen in my life. I am committed. If you make a commitment to yourself, I'm committed to you. I go all in when I work with my clients. I leave nothing to chances. I go all in, and it's my promise to you to get you to the other side as long as you are fully on board. All right, so with that, I'm going to stop the share so I can see more people. I'm just going to go arrow down to see all the people and say hello. Tanvi, Tanya, Marian, Aloka. Hello, hello. Asunta, Komal, Indra, Amelia, Lihi. I see one of you who came from Australia. I think that you finally did get my link. Lindsay, Daisy, Sandhya, thank you so much for joining once again. So this is the time, Lene, that we're going to open the floor for questions. The easy way to do, because there's a lot of us, just so we don't miss that in the chat, because the chat is moving fast, just go ahead and raise your hand, or you can unmute yourself and just say, I have a question, just or raise your hand. I'm going to leave my assistant, Lene, here to pull one of you, and we get to chat, and you can ask me your question. Lene, is that the process? Okay, so whoever's raised a hand, so if you can just bring them down here. Yeah, there's a prompt that says raise hand at the bottom of your Zoom screen that you can click. Okay, Lene, who are we going to ask?
I just brought up Maria's iPhone. She was the first one. I don't know, Maria, if you can come on screen, that would be great. If not, you are open and ready to ask her a question.
Okay, so what you want to do is go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, this is from Canada. This is Maria.
Hi, Maria. Lene, can you pin her so I can see her?
No, I don't want to go on.
Okay. Oh, no problems. No problems. Go
Yeah,
ahead, Maria. I'm
If you-
here. Go ahead.
I'm sorry if you
No,
don't.
don't be. We're all good.
Okay,
She's
thank you. I am totally impressed. First of all, totally impressed with you, because at long last I have found an akin soul.
Oh, thank
You
you so
know,
much.
it's very difficult. I am a psychologist,
Mhm.
and I do therapy too, but unfortunately, here in Canada, the way they approach health, and it's completely different from what you have stated. And I
Mhm.
feel very much identify with what you're saying. And I totally believe everything starts in the head, in our soul.
Mhm. Mhm.
And unfortunately, I do volunteer work for my church, and I take care of a lot of homeless people with many kinds of abuse and drug addiction and everything. And I see a very lost society.
Mhm.
And that affects me big time. You know, even with all my training, I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I'm in my 50s. And with all the experience and everything, and all the courses and everything I've done, I don't seem to get where and
Yeah, I
yeah,
see you. I hear you. So how can I help you? What's your question, Maria?
yeah. Well, I want help in the sense of not getting so emotionally involved with the problems of my,
Yeah, there's a reason for it. Yeah.
yeah, because it really affects me big time. It does.
So the reason why, I'm going to just say one sentence, the reason why we are affected or triggered, because there's something within us. Other people mirror everything that we have not healed. So Maria, have you scheduled a breakthrough session with me?
I did go to the Facebook
Yeah, oh,
link.
that's good. So I want you to schedule a session with me so you and I get to chat in our half an hour together.
Okay, that would be great and greatly appreciate.
Thank you. Thank you. I look forward to speaking more with you. And I'm
thank
so glad
you.
you're doing the work you're doing, but you also need to be in a place to be able to do the work, and you cannot be continuously be inflicted by what you see. So you need to heal yourself.
Thank you from the heart.
Oh,
Thank you.
it's my pleasure. So nice to meet you. All
Thank-
right, who is next? Who has a question? So just go ahead and
I brought
Yeah.
her on. There she is.
Hi. Hi,
hi,
everyone.
Nita.
Hi. And even I'm from Canada, and I will be quick today, because I know everybody's time is very important.
Sure.
So I truly resonate with what you said, that um, lot of sickness, lot of autoimmunity issues are coming up nowadays. And my daughter, she's just 26, and last year she was diagnosed with this, and it is also called as myasthenia gravis.
Okay.
I don't know if you're aware about it. It's more to do, it's a kind of autoimmunity issue wherein more of neuromuscular, I would say.
Yes,
So
the
again,
list of the autoimmune disease, I was telling like Teen Lene the other day that is a mile long. And I wouldn't claim to know all of the diagnoses because it
right,
keeps
right.
increasing every day.
Truly, truly. So, young people, and my daughter is also very much aware about all such, healing information. She's doing, basically, I would say she's actually treating herself, because when we went to the neurologist, it was more of steroidal treatment, which we
Mhm,
did not want. And then
mhm,
obviously, because I'm background is from India, right? So
mhm.
I'm also very much supportive of Ayurvedic treatment, foods, lifestyle, everything, as well as the medication, pranayam, and all those. So,
Sure. So Indra, what is your question? How may I help?
okay, so my question is it actually possible? Like, have you actually treated clients wherein such chronic thing, and in young adults, I would say,
In
like,
young adults, it's actually, I have, but it depends on specificity of each condition. If there is
right,
any genetic factor, so we eliminate everything that we cannot control, but
right.
we change everything that we can. Yes, I have. And actually, younger, it's even better, which means the condition has not become so chronic, but it could be the result of we don't know what, the traumas that she does not know. It's the root causes are very deep.
Yes, and it is so unfortunate that however way I want to, it's kind of, I think her body has and mind has to be more prepared with all this, right?
No, it's if this
To
is
heal.
her health you're talking about, it's something
Yes,
that I know you're a concerned mom. I feel you, but it's something that she has to do. But you can do, Indira, it just simply like slip a candy under her bed and saying, you know what, honey, I think that you might want to look deeper and get the help that you need. Here's a person. Why don't you schedule some time with her and see? I'll be happy to chat with her. So don't force, because young
mhm,
people don't want to listen,
right, right.
right? They know it all. They're going to figure it out, but trust that you have the information. You just kind of slip it under her pillow. You don't force, you just say, it's here, honey, and just walk away and trust and pray that she will find the information, the guidance that she needs. I'm sending that vibe to her that she may come across some information accidentally on her own, so she feels like she's doing it on her own, that it can take her to the path of healing. The good thing is she's participating in this. She's healing herself. So when
Yes.
you say yes to healing, doors
Mhm.
open. Don't worry.
Okay,
She'll find the
okay.
way.
Yeah, I'm very positive about it, but looks
Yeah.
like it's a long, slow process. It's not a
It is
easy
just,
one pill.
trust
It is
there's
not.
divine timing. Even in the sickness, there's messages, there's learning here for us. So it's a process of perfection. You can't rush it. Just
Right. True, true, true.
trust your daughter is going to be fine.
Thank you so much.
You
I'll
are so
schedule a
welcome.
call with you.
Yes, please do. That would be
Thank
great.
you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Okay, who is next? I know Manju, you have your hand up. Would you like to unmute yourself? I'm just going to call upon whoever I see the hand up. Hi, Manju, what's your question?
Question is, I've been going through cough for the last 4.5 years before COVID. And I have gone to
So your volume is really low. Maybe come a little closer to the screen.
Can you hear me now?
It's a little better, but I'll try. Go ahead.
So I have been having this cough since before COVID, since 2019,
Okay.
and hyperpigmentation. My whole body. My whole body is full.
Oh, wow.
Ashrams in India, you can see.
Okay. So Manju, this is what I'm going to do. Number one, because I can't hear you properly, and this seems to be a condition that I want to look at. Will you please go ahead and schedule half an hour with me?
I did.
Good. Okay. So hold tight. So we're going to get to chat. So I can really see what's going on. I can pay more attention because I can't hear you either. Okay. I'll see you. Okay. Thank you so much. And Aloka, is that your hand is up? Hi,
Yes, thank
Aloka.
you so much. You said divine timing. Yesterday, my whole body, my tummy was in knots because I am also in the healing. I'm a Buddhist. I am a leader in my district, and there's a member, and I got really entangled with her life, and we felt we were on the same spiritual path, sharing, oversharing, whatever you call it. It
Mhm.
soon became blame, and it became really, really toxic. And I went into that circle right now with you. But I didn't feel the pain because I'm a healer myself. But
Mhm.
I really took it as a positive reflection. There's something in my life that I need to heal. And trust me, I came on Facebook and I can't believe it that I'm here. And everything you're talking to
Oh
me
my gosh.
it's just in sync. And I am just so ready for this. So I just wanted to
Wonderful, wonderful.
ask
Did
you
you
one
schedule a
question.
session with me?
I did. I just
Good,
have
good.
one
So I look
question.
forward to seeing you. Oh my, you know what? I'm getting goosebumps. And
Yes.
there's no accidents, people. This is divine timing. It's the perfect time. And there are no accidents. That's all I know. If you're here, it's because you are meant to be here.
Oh,
If I'm
wow.
doing this work at this time, never in my life I've had 400 people signed up for an event. Because
I
I
have
I do
tears.
this work all the time. I'm like, okay, here it is, come, because I'm always
Yeah.
busy. But this
Yeah.
time I'm meant to do this work for all 400 of you, even those people who didn't show up, because I know
Right.
they're going to be listening to the replay. So
But
thank you
I
so
have
much. And I look forward to seeing you at the
I have one question though,
go
that
ahead.
the person who's triggering right now is obviously helping me to get my own spiritual journey and growth, and that's why I'm here, right? So I thank
Yeah.
her for that. But at this point, when I am hurting and I'm going through my IBS, and it's just too much, should I maintain some distance? How should I handle this? Like
I think
everyone needs to
right
take care
now,
of their
yeah,
own thing.
exactly. When you don't know what to do and the situation is confusing and conflicting and difficult, take a pause.
Okay.
It's a temporary pause. Just create a little space so you can think straight.
You're my guru. I totally believe you. Oh, everything you're saying is, oh
I
my
want
God.
to tell you, I want to take you to each one of you to your own gurus. You are all your own guru. I'm just going to take you there.
You're the medium. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. My pleasure. Okay, who is next? Anybody else have any questions? You can raise your hand. Looks like we have answered all the questions, and you know, I'm so touched with the people. Oh, okay,
We do have
Nazira,
one
go
right.
ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi, I'm Nazira. I'm from Toronto, Canada.
Hi, Nazira.
Thank you, Meena. I really resonate with all the things you talked about.
Mhm.
I meditate, been doing it for the last 45 years, etc., etc. Anyway, my question was, I do want to have that half-hour session with you, but it was not allowing me to book one, so I don't know how best to do this.
So, it's possible that the sections they got all taken.
Oh,
Okay, Nazira, can you give me your email?
yes. Should I just read it? Shall I
Just
put
go
it
ahead
in?
and say it out. All right, I'm writing
Okay,
it down.
it's N for Nazira, and then my last name, Jaffer, Nazira Jaffer.
Uh-huh.
Then the number 06@gmail.com.
Okay, NJAFFER06@gmail.com.
Correct.
So I'm going to send you a link
Awesome.
that you look at it and you see, because it's possible that the section got all taken, but I'll
Okay.
see what I can create.
Oh, thank you so much. You're a gem.
It's,
Really appreciate
it's
it.
my
Looking forward to
pleasure, my
chatting with
pleasure.
you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right, anyone else? So all you have to do is just unmute and start talking. We find this is the easiest way instead of going through comments because they're moving fast. There's like 99 comments there. So here, go ahead.
Yeah, so I just wanted to check one thing. I was just able to book that a 30-minute session with you. Because I think I'll have quite a lot of questions. So is it something that we'll be able to do it in that session, the 30-minute session that we have with you?
We will,
I just got a
this
confirmation.
it's not a coaching session. It's for me to really get to the root of root of all of the challenges and share with you a mini plan. What is the plan of action? And
Okay.
then I will share the big opportunity in front of you to join my 9-month program, but I have to see if you qualify. Not everybody is going to qualify because I have to see, that's why I'm doing it individually with people. I want to make sure that you're in the right program.
Okay.
There are other
Okay.
programs as well, but I want to make sure where I can fit you and how I can help you most.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think
Okay?
that'll be great. I mean, I'll be able to talk to you in the evening.
Thank you so much. I
Thank
look
you.
forward to meeting you. Okay. do
One
we
thing,
have- Go ahead.
sorry, I was so excited. I booked on a time where I already have another commitment. So can I
Just
go with another date?
is this giving you the thing to cancel?
No, it's not. Reschedule, it's not there.
Okay, what is your name?
Aloka,
Aloka, your email, please.
alokaparson@gmail.com.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll cancel your session. I'll send you a link that you can go ahead
Sure.
and book again.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. And Gagandeep, you raised your hand. Go ahead. Maybe not. So if you want to go ahead, you just have to unmute yourself.
That was Ganga Deep that you just spoke to. So we're
Yeah.
good.
Oh, it was okay. We're good. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else? So what I want to tell you at this point, if there are no questions, is like our day 2 is anxiety and depression. I can't even believe I'm saying it out loud because it has become such an epidemic. It's crazy what's happening to our mental health. So please make sure you attend tomorrow's session, and you're welcome to share with anybody else who may need this kind of knowledge and information. Go share it with them, and don't forget your homework. Your participation, remember, is part of your believing process. So go into Women Breaking Free. You have the link.
Yeah.
Click join. I'll be watching out for all the requests to join. Post your homework because I want to see if you're really willing and committed to changing your health. I am committed, but I want you to be committed as well. Okay, so Lene, at this point, is there anything else that we can share with our beautiful participants?
No, there's a couple people who I've gotten their emails and so forth who were unable to book or want to make direct contact. So I've messaged you all back, and then I will connect with Mina here, and we will make sure we get a special time set up for you in case it got
Okay.
full.
All
Got
right.
it.
All right, thank you everyone. Once again, it's been an honor for me to stand before you. Truly an honor. It's not a cliche. That I get to stand before you and I get to inspire you to live the life that you want to live, that your dreams are waiting for
Yeah.
you. You have gifts, you have talents, you have aspirations, and the lack of health comes in the way in a big way. So that's a block that we have to overcome so we can get to do what we really want to do. And I'm going to just put myself in a gallery mode so I can see the whole screen. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, so living in the world today, we, subtly, we change into something we didn't even know what happened. Remember I was talking about living by default? By default, we get sick because there are external influences, there are energies around us, and we just kind of become robotical. We go through the motions. We don't get to sit back and think, oh, wow, I'm here. How did I get here? Who am I all about? Where do I want to get to? What makes me tick? What makes me smile? What opens my heart? What makes me feel I'm in my element? What makes me want to dance with joy? We forget about all of that. Because the physical limitations of our diseased body, the mental anguish, the relationship struggles, the challenges, the problems, they block the view. If we consciously do not get over that hump, we're just going to be swallowed whole by them. And I don't want that to happen to you.
Mina, we
Value
have
yourself enough, make a commitment to yourself, hold your vision bigger than your challenges, and get to the freaking other side because you can. Okay?
we have one more hand up.
Okay, Padmani, good to see
Hi,
you.
good to see you, Reena.
Hi,
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm so happy to see you here again.
I'm happy to be here. My question is, I have to before I did not listen to the whole session. I think I came late or something. I'm going to watch the replay. But I kind of understood that at this time you covered what the autoimmune disease is. And you are going to cover the anxiety part of it.
Tomorrow, yes.
Yeah, so mind and body inseparable, autoimmune disease and anxiety is so they work the same way, hand in hand.
It's the same thing, really. It's just showing up differently.
Is it the egg first or the chicken first type of thing? So is it something that do I have to work on the anxiety part? Because I seem to have, I remember growing up with anxiety. I had it, and lately it is coming up more. It's actually, and then my autoimmune for issues kind of have been there as much as I knew myself. But they kind of took some morphosis, like they kind of
It
mutate
changes. Yeah, I
from,
do remember
from
working with you on the autoimmune. Yeah, so
from one type to the other type. Now they settle down in my eyes. I have a
yeah.
very good retina specialist and a uveitis specialist and all that. But it has been there with me for years now. At the same time, my anxiety is also growing. So which one should I work first?
Yeah, you know what? That's the million-dollar question. So the whole thing, everything, we are connected, multi-layered, dynamic organism. Everything affects everything else. When you get to the root cause of one problem, whether it's physical or mental, healing the root cause is going to affect the physical and the mental both. So it doesn't matter where we start, right? Many people who come to me, they come to me because they have anxiety and depression, but they end up then walking away with this whole diet and lifestyle change. Somebody comes to me with because they had migraine headaches, they end up healing the trauma. And the headache goes away and other things go away. So it does not matter where you begin. And that's why I mentioned that the root cause is a mile long, is a process. So what is the root cause for you is what's in your level of awareness. What is in your awareness? What are you noticing, Padmini? Are you noticing that I really notice that I'm getting more anxious or my mood is changing? Then that's where we pay attention to, because it has come to the level of your awareness, because it's trying to grab your attention, because there's something for you to see. So you begin whatever is in the field of your awareness. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Is there anybody else?
Thank you.
So another couple of minutes and then we will end today's session, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Let the information today just find its way into your psyche, open to it, be curious to it. Let yourself dream about your vision and ask what's possible. Don't go with good enough. Good enough isn't good enough, okay? And if there aren't any other questions, then we are going to go ahead and end the session. I thank you once again from the bottom of my heart for giving me this time. It's been a privilege to speak with you, to stand in front of you and speak with you. And I hope that I get to support you on the long run. And I am committed to you. If you're committed to yourself, I'm committed to helping you get to the other end of it. One of the things that I wrote a post, one of the things that breaks my heart and keeps me awake at night is unnecessary suffering from illness, because we don't need to. So much of the illness, we don't need to suffer. Thank you, Sandhya. I'm so glad you joined. So if there aren't any other questions, you guys can simply log off. And I'm going to look forward to seeing your answers in the Women Breaking Free, and also look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Are you gonna post the replay today?
Yeah, the replay will be available. Just give us a couple of hours. The email is supposed to go at 4 p.m. So in between, we will get it to you. We'll upload it and it'll be available for you.
Thank you, Meena, and God bless.
Thank you so much. God bless you too.
Thank you for
Bye,
the
Meena.
live session.
Bye,
Thank
Meena.
you.
Thank
Thank you very
you.
much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did I miss something?